Yeah, great. Lynn's up here. Mickey, why don't you come up here too? I think you.
Is Tom going to say something? Just for a brief moment.
The more the merrier. Come on up here, Tom.
Might want to take your coat off and stay a while.
This is.
Accidentally hit something there. There we go.
All right. Well, this is exceeding all my expectations this morning, I see. Anyway, it's fun to be here today because we're talking about new technologies. And I think if you read books about what's going on in society today, they would tell you in part that one of the great challenges of our governments today, as well as our private sectors, is keeping up with new technologies and using new technologies to make life better for people in a whole number of different ways. And this morning, we want to talk about an application of a new technology. I'm joined by City Ombudsman Lynn Quinzer. You don't see her all too often in front of us, but she does a great job for us. Her job is basically being there at the end of the telephone in the mayor's office to take complaints and suggestions and ideas from the public with respect to how city government is working for them personally. And if they're having a problem, helping them solve a problem. And that's what we're talking about today, is that whole system of problem solving for citizens who are interested in particular applications of city government. So we're launching a new way for residents to let the city know about non-emergency issues that need to be fixed, and it's called UPLNK. And as the sign says, I hope.
Sign over there will unveil it.
Oh, all right. You can now repair potholes with your phone, or through your phone, or with the help of your phone. UPLNK is a free online tool and a free app that allows Lincoln residents to request service. This is an update of our already existing City Action Center, which has been in use since, I think, 2005, Lynn, or about that time. UPLNK is a result of a partnership with C-Clicks-Fix, a data management platform designed to process information provided by the public. We're excited to join more than 300 cities now across the world that use the service. Public engagement continues to be, and always will be, a big priority for our administration. UPLNK, as you can see, creates a convenient and a direct line of communication between Lincoln residents and city government. This update of our popular Action Center service reinforces our dedication to work with our residents to solve problems as quickly as possible. To download UPLNK, you visit your favorite app store and search UPLNK. Residents can also send reports at uplink.lincoln.ne.gov. The UPLNK app allows residents to provide pictures and videos and specific descriptions of problem areas that give us a more complete understanding of the situation at the very beginning of the process. For example, when you use the app to report an issue on a site, the location is automatically recorded. The C-Clicks-Fix platform also provides city staff with a centralized management system for all of this. That helps us to master most technologies, but doesn't help mayors at the speaking platform when his phone goes off. But it does help monitor these issues from start to finish and to keep residents informed throughout the process. So I want to thank Lynn And all of our directors who are involved with the system, of course, including prominently Mickey and Tom Cassidy, our public safety director. Many of the things that Lynn works with relate to their departments naturally. Those are huge departments in our government. So with that, though, I'm going to turn this over to Lynn to begin with, then Mickey and Tom to give you more details and to show you how it works.
Thank you, Mayor.
Lynn?
All righty, well, and as technology is wont to do, of course, there we are. Trusting soul, he gave me his password. This is the screenshot of what I have on my phone right now. This is the application for UPLNK. And the home page, you'll notice, has a number of different things on it to allow you quick access to all sorts of data. This system is the product of a lot of hard work by real people, not just bots or widgets or whatever, that have spent months on the City of Lincoln's end and months on C-Click-Fix's end to provide these services. So we are still human beings that run the backside of this system. Although when you report a pothole or when you report various things, it goes directly into our work order system. So this is a big improvement over what we had with the Action Center. Another large improvement over what we've had since 2005. And we were one of the very first communities to ever have an app system to report problems of city government. This system you can talk back to. The Action Center was a one-way thing. You reported something and we handled it, and we couldn't communicate back and forth with the public, to see what it was that you were having issues with. This system you can. So I'm going to go here to issues very briefly. And you have all of these different things here, that these are the things that you have reported, I have reported, who owns this phone has reported. So, and you can go to the map. And you just pinch and do like you normally would do with any other mapping system, and you can see all the different things, and they're color-coded to show you what they are. And you can have different filters. You can buy the closest, buy the newest. And this is a really cool thing with this system. You can vote on an issue. So when you vote on an issue, I'm going to go back here. When you vote on an issue, it's something that's already happened in your neighborhood. You can select boundaries for your neighborhood association. You can select boundaries that you want to get notifications about, or issues that you want to get notifications about. And the beauty of this is, you know, like I said, once an issue has been reported, it becomes a work order. And in the old system, people would try to vote on an issue by reporting it 400 times in a 20-minute period. You can't do that with this system. What you can do, though, is once you report something and it goes into our work order system, all your friends and neighbors can vote on it because they don't like it either, or they want to see it changed, or they want to see it fixed. And those kind of data points are things that are really valuable for us in government, so we know what's important to you, to the public. So when you go to report, you go to the titles, and you will see all of the common things that we had on the Action Center plus some. This center is much more user-friendly though. So when you get down here to snow, snow is its own thing. It's not a sidewalk thing, it's not a street thing, it's both. So you can report an unplowed street, and you just enter the location, or you can go back. Whoops. Here we go. And you can report a sidewalk unshoveled, which is right down in the middle here. So these things are all really nice to have. Plus, you can see where all the construction is. You can see where street light problems at, signals, street signals. If there's a traffic light that's come down, if there's a traffic light that's gone out, we want to know about that as fast as you can report it. So we have those on the home screen. We also have a link to our open data source for the city. And I'm going to have Tom come up here and talk just a little bit about why this app is so important to our open data management for the city, and what our open data actually means, because a lot of people don't understand what that term means in general. So Tom, come on up for a minute.
Thank you, Lynn. I am kind of the person that manages the city's open data initiative, and I'm really looking forward to getting all the data from UPLNK into our open data portal, so that anyone who wants to can download that data and work with it. It's a great way to show transparency. It's also an opportunity for anybody with a novel idea, a developer, for example, or even a college student, a high school student, will be able to access these data, and we're hoping that they find some creative things to do with it. One thing I want to bring up and make sure people are aware of is that UPLNK isn't a replacement for calling the police. We definitely want people to continue to call us. Occasionally I will see issues that have been reported on the Action Center. I saw one in UPLNK this morning that, boy, if the person with that problem would have just called us, we would have been able to dispatch someone to it right away. And the one that I saw this morning was someone who was being bothered by loud music being played. You know, See, Click, Fix, and UPLNK are great applications. Very excited to have this upgrade, but you know, on the other hand, really important when people have an immediate problem, car blocking their driveway, loud music, disturbance going on, or obviously a crime, to simply pick up the phone and call us, and we'll dispatch someone to that right away instead of the next business day. So that'd be really helpful.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lynn.
It should be noted that since we are moving to this system from our old Action Center, that all the complaints that people have made and all of the reports they have done in the Action Center are going to be, the system will be there to review for about 90 days. However, if you have something that's real pressing that you had formerly submitted in the Action Center, you might want to just use the new system and report it that way. And the old system will be shut down shortly. Likewise, See, Click, Fix, the platform that we are using for UPLNK, has been in existence since about 2012, 2013. And since it is a available platform out there, people find the app, See, Click, Fix app, and they have reported things in the past to the City of Lincoln through See, Click, Fix. Those didn't go anywhere because we didn't have See, Click, Fix. Up until about a week ago when this system went into production, there was probably 75 or 100 complaints that had come in that went absolutely nowhere. As of this morning, all those complainants have been notified that this system is now live. If they wish to report that issue, if it still exists, please do so. So now we're all on an even keel with one system again. So there has been just a slight transition period between the old system and this new system here. I'm going to introduce Mickey Esposito because without Mickey's advocacy and help, we would not have UPLNK right now. And I really want to thank you, Mickey, because this is head and shoulders over what we had, and it took a lot of convincing, but it is a valuable tool for everyone to have to use this, and Public Works is on the very front end of that, so.
Thank you,
You
Lynn.
bet.
Appreciate it. And we appreciate Lynn so much. She actually carried this ball forward and herded a lot of cats, a lot of departments coming together. But as you know, it is pothole season, and we're starting to get a lot of calls about potholes and street conditions as well as snow removal. So the timing of this tool is really wonderful and essential. And what I love most about it is that it not only empowers the citizen, but it empowers our staff to respond and be sort of nimble and quick to respond. So let me describe a little bit how it works within our own system. Prior to UPLNK, we would, if someone called in a pothole request, whether they called us or emailed us, it would go to an administrative staff person. And that staff person might take, you know, a day, maybe 2 days if it were a weekend, to get that request into a work order system that we have called Beehive. What this tool does is it cuts out sort of the middle woman, if you will, and UPLNK is integrated directly into our work order system. So literally, when a citizen is requesting a pothole repair, they are speaking directly to our crews in the field. The other nice thing about this tool is once that pothole is fixed and complete, that is noted within our work order system by the crew, and it goes directly and immediately back to UPLNK, to the person who requested the repair. So it really saves time. It's a very efficient system. With our pothole spray patchers, we reduce the time it takes to fix potholes to 3 to 5 days, which is incredible. But this can even cut that further. So we're really excited about the data and the deployment of pothole repair just from streamlining our business practice in making requests for repair. So this really represents quality customer service. It really represents empowering our employees and our citizens to engage directly with each other, and also is more efficient as far as government is concerned, and that saves time and therefore saves money. So we're really excited about this and happy that Lynn was able to deploy it and get it off the ground. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Other questions?
Okay, you said that if I report a pothole,
Yes.
okay, I will get some kind of a notification back when that pothole has been filled?
Yes. So if
So
you,
like an email or a text or?
You will get an
yeah,
email.
you go ahead and
Yeah.
describe it.
Let me show you here how this part of this works. You go to your issues. Now, I have one that I reported on my phone this morning, and it's this one right here, pothole forming. This is right outside my office window here. And what happened is I went to my email, and it said, City of Lincoln pothole was acknowledged. And it tells me where your request has been acknowledged by the City of Lincoln, and Beehive says we have received your fix request, and you can reply. This is the beauty of this, is you can say, well, it's been there for 6 months, or it's you know, give more details about what you're seeing on the street and that sort of thing. And that is just of immense help to us. And
So when
at,
it's fixed, you'll get another email that
yes,
says
absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's been fixed, it's been addressed. And if it's something that we can address, we have an option to have your neighbors, and I can be one of your neighbors, right here. And you can talk to me. If you have an unaddressed issue that you don't think this system has dealt with appropriately, you can get a hold of me directly. And you can see here, these are all the things that I've been working on here lately. So
Well, sometimes it's not a public street.
Uh-huh.
You know, everyone's
It's a private street.
Will this
Mhm.
notify the person that this is something the city can't?
It can, and we have, that's where that human interface comes in. And we'll, you know, because it'll go into the work order system, but it may kick back because it may not be a public street, and then we will go on and we will say, this is not a public street. And we will notify the property owner if we can reach them. Usually these kind of things happen in developments that are large scale with a off-site developer, and sometimes they're hard to reach to fix those kinds of issues. But yeah, there's a couple places in town that I get probably monthly calls on that are on private property that we cannot do anything about. So they persist, but they are not something we can actually do anything with.
Lynn, how many issues are listed right now, and will you be adding issues as well?
Yes, there are 38 issues currently, and the ones that come to me are kind of the catch-all. You know, if you have an unaddressed issue, whatever it may be, it comes to me. We have 38, and they run the gamut of Parks Department, streets, building and safety issues, Health Department issues. All of our major public interface things that are true public health and safety issues are already have a home on the uplink. So it's beneficial that we have that so that we get the information quickly. But as Tom did say, if you have an immediate crisis issue going on, please dial 911. If there's something that's an immediate cause for concern, a loud, wild party, people, you know, fighting, that sort of thing, you need to use the regular, use your phone for what the phone is for, not all of the apps that are on it, which sometimes we kind of tend to forget because we have so many toys on our phones. But yeah, just call 911 for those issues.
Okay, you good to go?
Okay, nobody gets to leave without downloading the app.
Yes. Go to the Play Store.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Lynn.
You bet.
Great.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Mayor. So
Yep.
what's the